Hello, Muscle Car Corner here at Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. I'm with John with this amazing one of one factory Ford drag truck. So I want to talk to John about this because it's a really special vehicle and there's not another one around. So this is the benchmark for all of them. John, pleasure
How you
meeting
doing?
you.
How you doing?
Doing great. So tell me about this Ford. How long have you had it?
Well, I've been friends with Bill, who owned it and bought it new,
Gotcha.
since the mid '80s.
Nice.
I ended up with the truck probably about 10 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, Bill had passed away about 3.5 years ago. I put the truck back together for him to go to shows. So he said, I would love for you to continue it on. So
Nice.
he passed it on to me.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
that's
I'm
neat.
honored, actually.
Yeah. So getting to the bare bones of this program, can you tell me what arrived with Ford on this F100 drag truck, and why didn't they produce more of them?
What they did, they built this truck. Ford commissioned it to be built by Dearborn Steel Tubing. They ran it like at 10 tracks before Indy. They wanted to really promote it at Indy.
Oh, okay.
They had a photo shoot at Indy where the truck ended up with a catastrophic failure where they couldn't compete.
Oh, okay.
So, of course, the Thunderbolts were coming along at that time in '64. Bill had ordered a Thunderbolt.
Okay.
It had come in Jack Whitby's Friendly Ford, and Bill being a farmer, Jack said, hey, I have a truck here. He said, well, you don't own it, Ford owns it. He said, no, I can sell it to you. He said, well, you will. I want a title. I want it titled. Jack Whitby's father was the commissioner of DMV.
Okay.
So
Connections.
that's how it ended up titled. Ford was upset because now you have a drag vehicle on the street. Bill hid it for since probably somewhere around the 70, I'm going to say. I'm
Really?
not exactly sure. And got into tractor pulling. And until 15 years, 18 years ago,
Wow.
I put a motor in it, an automatic transmission for him, and we took it around to specialty shows. And that's what we did.
Wow. Well, looking at it, is this the original paint, or did they do a patina paint job on it?
This is the original paint. It has been touched up just in a couple of the, like the BFX might have been touched up. But this is all original interior, exterior. Of course, the motor transmission is not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it originally was a 4-speed truck?
Yes, it was.
It was.
Yeah. It had the aluminum T10 at the time. Yes.
Okay. Look at that console. That is rare. I don't think I've ever seen a console quite like that.
All the interior is out of a Falcon.
That's what
The
I've
Falcon
seen it
interior.
in.
It says Falcon right on the steering wheel,
Really?
right in the center.
Isn't that something? Is that the original Hirsch shifter?
No, that's just, I put that in there to make it look like a 4-speed for Bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And Bill had put a stalled cable drive tack in it.
I see that.
The original tack is down on by the fire extinguisher.
Oh, okay. Look at these seats.
I had the seats clear, clear seat covers put on it.
Those are the original seats?
Those
though?
are the original seats because every time we sat in it, you could hear the stitching ripping.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
You want to preserve that.
Yeah.
There's no seat covers for those, I'm sure. What were those seats out of?
That's all Falcon interior.
It's all Falcon.
All
Okay.
Falcon. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. 63, I believe.
Look at that headliner. Huh.
Yeah. Bill had it stashed at the farm. You wouldn't even know it was there. He had so much stuff around it and on top of it.
So it's got. Can you open the hood on it?
Certainly
We'll
can.
take a look at the engine.
Yes.
Want to talk about that a little bit. Wow, look at that. So, tell me about the motor.
Well, the motor is this is a 63 low riser.
Okay.
This is the original breather.
Really?
The top, yeah, it's cut off in the back because they stacked them and it wouldn't fit. So they cut the back of the. You can see it all the way in the back.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been cut
Yeah.
off.
Is that a one-of-one air cleaner top?
I was just talking with someone else from Dearborn Steel Tubing, the son. I believe his name was Dwayne Fitzer,
Okay.
the son. He said they also use that when they use stackable. They always cut the back off.
That came on a Galaxy as well, that air cleaner, didn't it?
Yes.
That's
yes.
what I thought. I've seen
Yeah.
them on a 427 Galaxy.
Yes.
That's where I think I've seen one before.
Yeah.
So what's in the motor? Is it stock or?
It's basically all stock. We put a cam for noise.
Well, it's a stout motor to begin with.
Yes.
You don't have to do a lot to these to get them.
To get them to go.
What was the horsepower rating on this one?
I believe 425.
Was it? Yeah,
Yeah.
the standard that they
Standard,
said.
yeah. The
Yeah,
actual,
but-
who knows? I don't.
It was 10
More
or
than that, I'm
15,
sure.
sometimes 20% more than
Little bit more,
what they
yeah.
advertised. That was the insurance game they did
Yeah,
back
it
in the
was
day.
wasn't correct.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this is neat.
Thank you.
You know, looking at the patina on it, you know, you can tell it's all original. I see you did something with the radiator on it.
The radiator had been stolen from his farm. We couldn't find it.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a scrapper come in and clean up around some of the buildings. It was sitting outside, and it was taken. So
Is that what radiator is that? Is that
I measured.
a
I just
F100?
measured one that would try to fit, and I have a friend who has probably a couple hundred of them.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And we went over there and kind of found one that would work.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
Neat.
yeah. That's about. And everything else is was original to the truck. Most of all the everything in here.
Well, you know, Ford waited a long time to do a real performance truck. What was the Lightning? Came out, what, late 80s, early 90s?
80, yeah, I think late 80s. I think you're correct. Yeah.
So look at how long it took for them to come up with this truck and for them to come out
Years later.
with something that was a performance, could be drag raced.
And you can drive that one on the street.
Know it. It's cool. So it's weird that it's such a gap of, you know, time that went by.
Well, what they were trying to do also in '64 with this package is sell it to someone who wanted to purchase a pickup truck for $2,800, and you would send it to Dearborn Steel Tubing for $3,400 and have all that put on.
Okay. So it was like the Hemi Cudas, early Hemi Cudas. They were sent to Hearst. So this company installed
Dearborn
the
Steel
drive
Tubing
line.
was the experimental garage
Okay.
for Ford. Yeah.
Steel tubing. It doesn't sound like
Yeah.
an experimental garage.
Yeah,
you know?
that's where they had built most of the Thunderbolts, all
Gotcha.
of the experimental vehicles.
Right.
A lot of them were
Did
built
not
there.
know that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's neat to see this thing out and about, and you know, I think it's a huge part of Ford history.
Yeah.
This thing, it'd be amazing to have it in a museum. People need to see this thing.
That's I told Bill that one day I would try to do that.
Yeah.
I would try. I'm going to try to put it in the museum for a bit. It needs to be out in the public eye for a while to see. You know. Then Bill always had it hidden. It's always at my shop, hidden. So no one gets to see it except for when we're out here.
It needs to be seen. I've never
Yes.
even seen pictures of this truck. So, you know, it's we're going to publicize it a little bit with this YouTube channel. And
Thank you.
there's a lot of Ford fans out there that love to see this thing.
Yeah.
It's going to turn up a lot of interest, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's hard
what's your plans down the line with it?
I'm going to promote it, show it around, put it in the museum, and then most likely we'll most likely sell it.
Have you ever got it out and thrashed it a little bit?
Never.
Never.
We took it to Beaver Springs, and of course they asked to put it on the track. So Bill, someone came over and asked, I believe it was Don Parsons is his name, asked Bill, said, "Hey, can I get in it?" So Bill took him down. I'm like, "Bill, you can't let everyone get in the truck." I mean, he would let anyone get in. Kids with ice cream. That's Bill. Bill was a great person. So a couple years later, they asked to bring it back up, and Bill was sick. He said, "Take it." So I'm up there, I'm getting ready to take it down the track for everyone to see, and the guy comes alongside me, and I kept thinking of Bill. I told Bill not to. I said, okay, get in. So the guy got in, we went down the track. I don't remember his name, but yeah.
You got to drive it down the quarter?
I just drove it easy down the quarter for everyone to check it out, make some noise. That's all.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, I can't believe that Ford doesn't want this thing back.
Well, this is the second show that it's ever been to.
Really?
Yeah, it's been to like local car shows in my area. That's it. We took it to Pigeon Forge to the F100 show. We had a lot of interesting people. Tommy made a YouTube video as well, which turned out nice as well.
Nice.
So, but here with Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals, this is where it belongs for a lot of people to see it.
Yeah. Well, I came in and it's one of the first things I saw. I'm like,
truck.
I think I've never seen that truck. I've been around for a long time, and I'm not as huge of a Ford guy as I am a Mopar guy. I do have a Pantera, and I do have a Roush RS3 710 Mustang. So
very nice Fords.
I do have a couple pieces that are Fords, but growing up, my dad's brother had a Chrysler dealer from 62 to 73. So we always had Mopars in the family,
Okay.
And, but, seeing this truck, this is so cool. And I really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
For everybody to see this vehicle.
Thank you.
And it's just a neat part of Ford history that I wanted to document and have on my YouTube channel. So I sure appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
And look forward to taking a look at this. There's going to be millions of people seeing it.
Thank you very much.
Muscle Car Corner signing out. Thank you so much.